Alrighty. See what we can do today. See what we can do today. YouTube channel. All right. For anybody that might watch this later, I meant to do a YouTube live yesterday and it just didn't happen. So we're doing it today. Get rid of all this. Oh, this is two 5-foot by 5-foot pieces of plywood, 1/8 inch plywood, cut down with almost no waste. It was awesome. It's all for the laser. I might show how to flatten that later. It was something I was going to do yesterday and I just didn't get around to. Let's see here. We're going to start out with doing the order I've got. So I'll set these down for now. But they don't shake off the table saw. Excuse me. I think I might clean off that bench today. Let's see how this goes. Whoops. Let's see. Hey, Keith. Yeah, I know I had planned on doing a live yesterday, and then I got tied up with a bunch of things, and it didn't happen, and I forgot to cancel it. And actually, I think I ended up taking a nap. It was a long day yesterday. I don't remember, but today I'm actually gonna get some stuff done. Just gonna move some things around here. So I started shooting a video earlier today for these candle holders. I don't think I've ever done a video of these. This is a take on a set Bearded Viking did, and I really liked it. I just kind of put my own spin on it. So these are nested candle holders. I'm going to end up cutting a notch out of the corner here and then drilling in the holes sanding everything down, and then thankfully the customer wanted Yakasugi as a finish, so I just had to burn them, put a clear coat on, and that's it. They're done. Life does happen, that's for sure. All right, I'll be in and out of frame here for a few. I need combo square. So the fun part with doing these is getting the cut height and depth exactly the same. I usually try to go about an inch or so in height. Let's see what we got here. All right, now I'm at just over an inch. Inch and a quarter. That should work. Make sure I'm top dead center there. Set that. And set my fence. Now my fence, I have a love-hate relationship with this fence. I bought this years and years ago to upgrade from the stock fence that was on this table saw. And it's been great, but it was only just recently I realized it was off from the front of the blade to the back of the blade. And I've made a ton of adjustments to it to try to get it set just right. And either it's still off or my table's off. I'm not sure which is the case. I put it right up against the blade. It looks like it's flush, but not quite. It's just off just a hair. But it's better than what it was. Now I can set to a blade. That cut edge should be good. All right, we'll see what happens here. Where you from, Keith? I don't think I've seen you on here before. Hearing protection. I'm going to turn the mic off as I'm cutting. I don't know if it's going to cut out the audio completely, but you definitely don't need to hear that. Mic's back on. I guess it does cut out the audio when this thing's plugged in and I have the mic off. Yeah, I'm terrible with names. I apologize. Yeah, I really love the man. Your website's nice. I love the work that you do. Those coffins are pretty cool. I'd seen those somewhere else too, or maybe it was you on the Bearded Viking page. Maybe had posted some pictures of ones that you just completed. I don't remember. I didn't pay attention to who made them, but I was like, man, that's pretty cool. I like that. I'm gonna try something a little bit different for the fall kind of season. After I get done with this order of candle holders, I'm gonna try a new spin on the pumpkins that I hope is gonna work. We'll see. We're gonna try it out today and see what happens. All right, turn off the mic for a second. pretty clean. There's a little bit of an edge on the inside of this. I can take that out with a chisel. That's fine. It's cleaner than I normally get it, or I can run it through again. Just raise the blade up a little bit. We'll see here in a minute. But I'm going to run all these through and take out those little chunks. I don't know what I can do with that. Probably nothing. I should probably just chuck that. I'll add it in the chuck box. All right, all those pieces are cut. Let's check the chat here. Hey, Dan. How's it going? Yeah, I am a wood hoarder. I'll tell you what. I'll show you guys something real quick. Besides this box that I have, this cardboard box. I mean, I've just got pieces on pieces. And that's just part of it. I've got a whole stack back there. I mean, I've got piles everywhere. But I think most of us are like that. We just hoard wood like crazy. All right, so now that I have those corners cut, I'm thinking if I raise that blade just a hair, I can get that center part cut out. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that's beautiful. This nice and clean. That's a much cleaner cut there than what I had before. Oh, the saw's not bad in the mic. Good. That means I don't have to keep turning the mic off. That's cool. I'm glad it's not picking it up that much. Yeah, much cleaner. This one's like perfect. Must have actually been kind of a square block. Kind of worried about that corner popping off. I'll add a little bit of wood glue to that, or maybe some CA glue. I'll fix that a little bit later. I was a little worried about that crack that was in there. I didn't want to drill into that crack, but now in retrospect, I probably should have. But I do have a spare chunk if I need to. I could replace that. That was the end of the board. Wasn't 100% sure about that, but I wanted to waste as little as possible. So the whole idea behind these, what mic did you use? So what mic did I use? So I picked up, actually I still have the box right here. This lavalier mic. Lavalier. I bought it off of Amazon. It was $20 or something. It was dirt cheap. And one charge has lasted me a couple hours already. So we'll see how long this lasts. I haven't charged in a while. So with these candle holders, can I get rid of the? Yeah, I can do this now. Let me Move some pieces here over the blade. Man, I was on live with Mike is Making Stuff the other night. He was talking about greatest finds. I'll tell you what, this table saw was a great find. I think I picked it up for $100, and it has lasted me so long. Last weekend, I sanded and waxed the tabletop, and I'm glad I did because it made doing these cuts a lot safer, even though I don't do it the safest way. And just so smooth, just moving that across that surface. But anyway, so the way these are going to work is I've got one tall, one medium, and one small candle holder. And the cool thing about this setup is that, I mean, you can turn these around, you can kind of stack them in different ways, and just kind of make it your own, however you want to do it. So it's been a pretty popular sell. I got an order for 3 of them, 3 sets of them, which I was awesomely happy about. And we'll just finish making those out. I just got to drill the holes, and that's that. So I'm going to get to that in a minute, but I'll show you the next thing I'm going to be working on here, which is going to be a new take on pumpkins, because I think the picket fence pumpkins, 2x4 pumpkins, I don't know. I think they're kind of done. So here's my idea. Hold on, let me put these clamps away. Hey, Mike, I was just talking about you, man. Saying how I was on the live, and I was talking about you were talking about the best deal finds the other night, and this table saw is one of those finds. The old Craftsman cast iron table saw that has lasted me. This, I looked it up. This model was made in 1983. It's almost as old as I am, and it's still kicking. The only thing I'm worried about is the V-belt on it. If that ever goes, I don't know if I can find a replacement. But I picked this up for under $100 on Craigslist about 8 or 9 years ago, and it's been my workhorse. I love this thing. Just gotta finally get this fence perfectly square to it. I'm just a cunt hair off. Yeah. So anyway, the pumpkin idea. What I'm planning on is taking 4 pieces of 4x4, the same height. These are 7 inches, I think. So I got to find the best orientation to where I can glue them and there's no gaps. Let me turn this. But I'm going to cut a 45 out of each corner to kind of give it a rounded shape a bit. And then I'm going to cut relief lines or lines in here and use that gap, that seam there, as one of them, and cut a 45 along the top edge and the bottom edge, kind of give it a rounded look. And then in the center, after I glue it up, I plan on drilling a hole for a dowel and sticking a dowel in there as the stem, and then maybe wrap some string around it and that paint it up, and that'll be it. So I think this will be a new take on the pumpkins, and we'll see how it does. It's starting to become that season. Pumpkin season, scary season. The fun part is going to be getting these matched up because they're not perfectly straight. I don't have a joiner, and again, my table saw is just a hair off. So I don't think I could use my table saw to flatten any of these edges. I might be able to use the planer, but I think I'll be fine. I think I can get this to match up. Hey, there we go. So I have 4 edges that pretty much, oh shit, I got stuff going everywhere. 4 edges that pretty much match up. I should be able to glue and clamp that and make it work. I have a bit of a gap down there, but I think I can make this work. car V belt. Yeah, I just haven't looked at the exact size of that belt yet to see if I can find one. But I'm just waiting for that thing to go. It's going to happen one of these days. Ooh, solar walking lights jabbed into the top of a pumpkin. Huh. Maybe I'll try that. So I have two sets here. I've got this one is just 7 inches, 8 inches, 8 inches, and then I have a 6 inch set just because I wanted to see what's going to look best based off of the thickness of it all. And this one was off just a cut here. I was trying a different way to cut it, but that doesn't matter. I can sand that later. Yeah, I'll try one of those. That's actually kind of a cool idea. So tomorrow on my way home from work, I will run to Lowe's and get solar light. See how that looks on one of these. Anyway, that's project number 2 for today. Project number 1 is getting this order of candle holders done, which I'm gonna have to move the table saw, which is fucking pain in the ass. I gotta clean this shop up because I gotta put my vise up there. I am tired of trying to drill without using the vise. I finally found my vise again, which there it is over there. So I'll get that installed so I can use the AC powered drill. My battery powered DeWalt. I love my DeWalt, but fuck, it kills the battery quick. Yeah, absolutely. The dollar store ones. Um, it's funny. I have a Dollar General literally in my neighborhood. I'll run over there later on today. Oh, I'll be right back. Sweet. Now that I'm done with the real power tools, it's beer time. Ooh. Hopefully I have more than one person on here right now. Oh, it says 2. Anybody know how I can prevent, oh geez, besides the mess, this from happening? Oh shit. This is not tight. So I bought a Dust Deputy, the Slim, and this Lowe's 5-gallon bucket, like the suction is so strong, it actually makes the bucket collapse. Oh, the tortilla press. Yeah, how'd that turn out? Is it on your website yet? Because I'll go check that out. So much shit everywhere. One of these days. Let's move the sander. Jesus Christ, that thing's heavy. I love Craftsman. I love everything they make, but fuck, they make it heavy. Oh. Let's see here. Screw that in. Got to find a couple of screws that'll work there to keep that in place. Oh man, I already had some that were burnt, that were the right size. Whatever. God, so much sawdust. That. Do I have right screws for that? Probably not. 1, 2, 3. I don't have any with heads that big. Actually, that might work. Craig head. Yeah, I'll check with my son. Oh, okay, cool. Double up the bucket. Double up the bucket. So a bucket inside of a bucket? Yeah, that's gonna work. Not sure how that prevents from the inner bucket collapsing, but I'll give it a try. I mean, I have probably a half a dozen buckets. I have so many. Let's see here. This will work. Three of those. And I need this stupid little square bit. Let me grab that. And my drill, my impact. Impact. I have one of those square doodads right here. Of course I don't. Check. Oh, I have square. See if I got the right one. Need some light over here. That's right. Cool. That worked. Actually, well, I've got it here. That's tech charged. Okay. We'll see if it stays charged. If I can get away from breaking out the AC powered one, I will. It's got way too much torque on it. But I might have. God damn it. Not plugging in. Oh, because I'm plugging in the wrong freaking charger. There we go. All right. Where is my drill? No idea. What was the last place I used it? Okay. Looks like I'm using the AC powered. Might be in the car. So, in the process of doing everything else I do, yeah, I'll definitely check that out, Keith. Yeah, and in between everything else I'm doing, I'm also building props for the marching band. And so I take my tools with me, and I just don't remember if I brought my tools back in or not. Where the hell is my drill? It's not where I last put it. Did my wife touch it? Of course, you wouldn't know with the way this shop is. It's a freaking mess. Where did I put that stupid thing? See if I can find it. When was the last time I used that? I don't know. Let me see if I can find the battery powered one. Is it in this box? Yes, it is. There it is. All right. Found it. Oop, I need my Forstner bits too. So if Mike is still on here, since you are good at sharpening stuff, how do I sharpen a Forstner bit? Yeah, I hate it when I set a bit down. I put them in my pockets. That's what I've learned to do. So here's a little life hack. Shopping at the big box stores. This Forstner bit set here, it was like the whole case was cracked. And I think it was missing one bit. It might have had all the bits. I don't remember. But I got it for 75% off. I went and found a manager. I said, "Hey, can I get a discount on this?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah." Just have to ask. What do I do for a day job? So technically, I am a health physicist. That's my title. I need an 1.5 inch bit here. So anyway, that's just a fancy name for a training instructor. I teach people how to do the job that I've been doing for 20 years. I'm missing the one bit I need. Of course. Why wouldn't I be? Actually, is that it? A little bit big. It's a little bit big. I think I need an 1.5 inches. I can't read this. I don't have any light, and I've got old eyes. It says 1.5 inches. There's no fucking way. No, that's 2 inch. That's in the wrong. I have two. Yeah, one of them is my Porter cable. That's why. All right, hold on. Yeah, so I train people on how to do the job that I've been doing for a long time. And the beautiful thing is, I train people, I kind of pre train them. So before they go to the school that's actually going to teach them what the hell they're doing, that's what I do. All right, so, God, what size bit is this? I can't see. I want to say it's 1.5 inches. God, my eyes suck. See if I can see it on camera here. Oh, it doesn't want to focus. Maybe it's 1 5/8. Can't remember. So what I really need for this is a drill press. I used to have a drill press, but the motor died on it. And instead of replacing the brushes or fucking with the motor, I just got rid of it. It was a cheap drill press. What is going on here? Why is that not opening? There we go. It's been a long time since I've used this vise. I lost it. It was in a pile of shit over here somewhere. And then I found it again. Come on. Now with a vise, wood, what you should do is put a sacrificial piece in there so you don't put, still haven't sanded it yet, so not too good about that. But that's nice and tight, sweet. Now I need a pencil, square. I need to figure out my center marks here. Yeah, man, I miss having a drill press. I've been scouring Facebook Marketplace to try to find a good deal. But I'm a cheap bastard, so if it's not under $50, I don't want it. And I mean, I've seen people put drill presses locally where I'm at, like the Central Machinery one, which I don't trust Central Machinery as a brand because their motors have crap for torque. So I'm reluctant to buy a Central Machinery drill press. But yeah, I saw one yesterday. Someone wanted $100 for a bench drill press, Central Machinery. I said no, thank you. Yeah, no thank you on that one. You know, I don't need a top model drill press, but I'd like something that I know is going to last me. All right, so anyway, got my punch. And let's see what we got here. I'm actually going to go metric. So I've got from inside corner to outside corner about 80 millimeters. So 40 would be my center. God, I need a light here. Is that going to work? That does not look very centered. Let's do it this way. Oh, that's 80. So I need 40. On the nose. Yeah, I was off by a hair. Oh, I can do it this way. Let's do it smart. Actually, let's put the camera here. Move the camera. Oh, shit. Although the lighting's bad, I apologize for that. Nice. Okay, let's see. Hey, cool. Zoom in and everything. So it's 80 millimeters from the inside corner to the outside corner. So I want a center line. So if I go 40, oh, I want to draw a line first. So I want to draw a line along that. Lightly score a line. I can set it at 40. Put the square right up against there. And then give myself a little mark there, a little X. And then hit it with a punch. Boom. Then all I got to do is drill a hole. Let's see here. I don't know how to sharpen these Forstner bits. I got to find a way because they get so friggin' hot. Again, a drill press would make this so much easier. And my AC powered drill has a lot more torque, but like I've almost broken my wrist using that thing doing this before. But I was also trying to hold this down with clamps. Here with the vise, it should do a little bit better. The batteries just die on this 20 volt DeWalt set. They just die so quick. And I didn't bring a candle over with me. Let me grab one real quick. Make sure that's deep enough. Usually just to the depth of that Forstner bit is good enough. Excuse me. A real candle and a fake candle. There we go. What speed are you running? I'm just the highest speed. Drill speed. Should I slow it down for a bigger Forstner bit? Is that my problem? Okay, that's a little deep there, but it'll work. And then for the fake candle, I don't know what this customer wants. Ooh, oh, I didn't pull the sticker out. That'll work. Okay. One down, 8 to go. If you can, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can turn it down. I can go low speed on, so. All right, let's try that. Maybe that'll work better. It'll definitely generate less heat and dull the bit less. Oops, let's keep it consistent here. Nope. There we go. Hey, I don't sorry. I don't try to say I'm an expert at really anything. Just what I've learned over the years, and I can learn more every time I do something. All right, let's see how this goes. It definitely slid on me when I first started and chewed some of this up, and I'm just going to sand that down afterwards anyway. Yeah, that worked. Okay, cool. I've got too big of a bit in here, but that's all right. It'll be fine. I know, like, if I had a drill press, I could go. Everything could be a lot more rigid. I'm used, like, I do a lot of work with my CNC, or I used to anyway. I haven't touched it in a while. And I know with a CNC, like, speed and feed is very important. I'm sure it is with just drilling too. I have a retirement gift to make on the CNC for coworker. Need to do that soon. Maybe I'll shoot a video of that. Do it on live. At least in steel. My eyes are bad. I can't quite read what you said there, but I'll take a look in a minute after I finish this set of the smalls. Walked on me. Oh, that hurts. Oh, come on. Ah! Oh, boy. Hold on a second. It turns slower to, yeah, it doesn't get as hot. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I just blew in the mic. Sorry. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I was trying to get rid of a bunch of sawdust off me. I don't know why. I'm going to get more on me. I'm trying to keep that out of the mic. All right. Back to it. All right, we got the little ones done. Now the big ones. Oh, the middle ones. I do kind of try to have a look and see which surface I like better. And I'm sure it's going to matter with drilling how the grain is. And this grain kind of shifts a little bit, but I'm going to go with it. See what happens here. We'll just keep the same process going. Draw that line. Cross piece. Put that in there. And yeah, what I was trying to say earlier was a drill press would keep it from walking. That's the biggest problem I have with drilling these holes in here. So if you have a drill press and you want to make some candle holders, definitely use the drill press. that walked a lot. Ah. I do not know if I'm happy with that. See how much further from the edge? It's way off center. Fuck. Because I am out of. Oh no, I've got. Yeah, I can't accept that. See how bad that is? How off center that is? I can't send that to a customer. I'll have to cut another one of those. See how this one goes. I might need the higher speed just to get it in there to begin with. Let's see. Make sure I'm still 80 millimeters. Let's see. Yep. Okay, well that's consistent. That's good. Yeah, that didn't walk on me. I know this is real exciting, me drilling a bunch of holes, but get the flame on here shortly. Chewing in an end grain probably isn't helping any of this either. Come on. There we go. Let's do some maintenance to this vise. That one I went a little bit deeper on, but I think I'm going to end up having to trim this top with the saw. Man, this thing's getting warm. I think I'm going to have to swap out batteries soon. Last one. Let's punch that. Slow that. Fuck. Fucking sucks. It has walked on me a lot. So I had to make that one way deeper. I'm going to have to take off 1/4 inch of each of these. Maybe a 1/2 inch. Just so I can get that hole to shift away from the edges here. That's all right. My sizes are approximate. All right. We have that done. I need to take this out. I definitely don't need this right now. Let me grab the impact. Did I leave it over here? I did. Sweet. I put the bit away. Oh, but it's right here. Sweet. Grab that battery. Stupid square bits. Hello, son. Welcome to YouTube Live. No, that's well, yeah. Go ahead. I was gonna eat that the other day, but go for it. Is your mother awake? Put that bit away. Put that away. Put that away. Hold on. Be right back. Some tools away here. I was just putting some bits away and taking a beer break. Man, I've got so many freaking bits everywhere. So those are almost done. Let's move this. Go back to table saw. Really should clean up all that sawdust, but it's not going to happen right now. Push this back. And I'm going to need the sander. I need to make a dedicated sander stand and a miter saw station. That's in the plans once I get this shop just cleaned up and get rid of some of this shit that's everywhere. Let's put that forcer bit away. I mean, I've got a fucking bandsaw on the floor here. Shit everywhere. Oh, that was stupid of me. Wow, that forcer bit is really freaking hot. All right, put that battery on the charger. Can't be good for the batteries to keep them hot either. All right, back to some hearing protection. Oh, excuse me. If you don't have one of these things, I don't remember if I played with that last weekend or not. I don't think I did. Put this away. Put these little rubber sticks right here. Just an eraser for your sanders and your sandpaper. Cleans it right up. It extends the life of your sandpaper. Blow all that out. All right, time to sand. So we have these pre-stamped or these stamped numbers and things. What I have found is using the curved edge sands that off really, really well. There we go. So I try to round over all the sides of it. And I do need to trim the tops on my bigger ones. I'll do that here in a few minutes. Hold on just a second. Sorry, I had to run into the house and do a couple of things real quick. All right, it's time to flame on. Poor phone. All right, let's get rid of this and this. Oh, I still need to cut that actually. So let's swap power cable. I'll show you guys something cool here in a second. It's not cool is me having to take an extension cord and move it around my shop so I can plug all my tools in. I'll put that away soon. My 3 biggest ones needed to be trimmed. All right, let's move those over here. All right. Who else do I have on here besides Keith? All right, so I'm just gonna take, I don't know, maybe a blade width. We'll see how that goes. Is that my deepest one? That's basically my deepest one. So blade width here. Yeah, that's a little bit cleaner. So blade width off of each. All right, that's better. It's not perfect, but it's better. Now, instead of sanding everything again, although I kind of like having that chamfer on there, but just for the sake of not having to sand again. Oh, Jesus, I hate that thing. If you're making something, especially for a customer, and you can offer doing it with a torch, it's the way to go. I'll show you why here in a second. Oh, so I've got you on here twice, Keith. Cool. And myself as one. All right. So this little setup right here, this little Benzomatic blowtorch, the TS4000. This one can has lasted me, oh shit, almost a dozen cube sets plus some of this other stuff I've done. It lasts forever. Way easier than staining. Way easier than painting. It's definitely the way to go. So we can just take this. Angle doesn't matter. The thing I love about it is all those little fuzzy bits. It gets rid of those. Done. Put a clear coat on here. That's finished. Just make sure you haven't been doing anything with stain in your shop or anything else that's volatile and can burn. It's like these little splinters right here. Burn away. Awesome. There we go. All done. That's it. Now just to put the spar urethane on there because he's going to be outdoor. Now, if it wasn't going to be outside, I'd use shellac. And then that set is ready to go out in the mail. Should be able to get it out tomorrow. So on to the next project. Oh, and now I did this on my table saw. I probably shouldn't have done that. But I can just add a little bit of wax to this. It'll be fine. So I want to work on this pumpkin idea. I don't know if I should glue these up first. Try to square them up on the table saw. Try to join them on the table saw. I think if I do it on the table saw, I'm going to end up really royally fucking them up. I'm going to keep them rough. I'll add to the aesthetic, but I am going to glue them up first, I think, and then add all the angle detail and everything else. So these two first, I can clamp those. Yeah, do that. Oh, I don't know if I have enough glue. I'm almost out of Type-On. I need to buy another gallon. Shit, this is gonna suck. I have 2 jars of it here with not a whole lot left in either one. Sucks. I gotta clean these too. This one's sticking on. Ugh. Pliers. There we go. And I should probably put down some craft paper before I start gluing stuff. That way I don't have to refinish the saw again. Oh, shit. That's what happens when you stack stuff on stuff on stuff. Yeah, I'm going to double this up because last time I did it, it actually soaked through this paper. All right. Let's get some clamps. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Two at the ready. Need to get one of them those brushes for glue one of these days. But a finger works just as well. And scrap wood is great for scraping it off. And that crap will dry. So these two I said are going to go together. You got to be kidding me. Okay, so I'm going to do this in a smaller set. That sucks. These clamps are not, they're just a hair not long enough. That really sucks. The big one. It's going to take me like 2 days to do all this. All right, here's what it is. I mean, I do have some big bar clamps. I don't want to use those. Just got to get myself some more quick clamps. Large quick clamps. I'm not worried about like screwing these in or anything because it's not structural. And they're not exactly lined up either. Fuck, I hate it when that happens. All right, let's fix this bottom one. Because when I go to glue them up perpendicular, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Maybe if I do it this way. Come on. You know what? Let's do it. I don't know, because I want them to be... Fuck, I hate doing glue up. I can never get it exactly how I want it. That might work. I need a drum sander. That would solve a lot of problems. So I could glue something like this up, sand it with a drum sander. And I guess I could do it with the planer, but I don't think it's going to work how I want it to. But a drum sander would solve a lot of problems. All right, that should work. Some of that glue off. And then I got to wait 45 minutes or so I can glue the next setup because I only have 2 big quick clamps. I almost had one. Hold on just a second. Sorry about that. Beer in, beer out. Yeah, so I almost had a drum sander for a really good deal, although it would have been because someone I knew had died, which, you know, that's not cool. But there was a woodworker I worked with for a while. Let me fix that. Hold on. Anyway, this gentleman, really cool guy. He had been in the Army. He had had a stroke, so he was confined to a wheelchair, and you know half his body wasn't working. Anyway, I had bought some lumber off of him on Facebook, and got talking with him. Said I had a CNC, so I started doing CNC work for him for the backs of benches and whatnot. and I used to go hang out with him every other weekend or so. When he passed away, his wife basically sold his wood shop, and I had told her, I said, "Hey, before you sell anything, let me know." Especially all the lumber he had. Jesus Christ, this guy had so much lumber. But I wanted his drum sander, but it went before I could get it. It needed some work. Basically needed a new motor, but damn, I wanted that drum sander bad. I don't know where I would have put it, but I would have found space for it. Yeah. That guy was cool though. Used to love hanging out in his shop. Just the things he would come up with were incredible. And he could sell like crazy too. All right, well, I gotta wait for this stuff to glue up. I don't have any other projects at the moment other than cleaning the shop, and I'm sure my wife has some things for me to do. I gotta go mow the lawn. But thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I'll probably be back. Well, no, next weekend I won't. I'm taking my daughter to college, so I won't be back next weekend. Maybe during the week sometime I'll pop on, and then it'll be the weeks after that. You see, worst workshop. He made his own. No, I haven't. I'll have to check that out. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for hanging out, man. And I'll catch you on the next one. If not next weekend, the weekend after, and for a couple weekends anyway. And then it's marching band season. I won't be doing anything on a Saturday, but Sundays where the Patriots aren't playing, we're outside of their games. I'll be on here. So I appreciate it, man. Before I go, so this torch effect, I think that'd be really cool for your coffins. Something to try out. Anyway, if you have a torch, if you don't, you can pick those up at Lowe's for it's like $40 for the kit. Really, it's worth it. It makes doing coloring of wood a lot more efficient, a lot easier process. So cool, man. I appreciate you hanging out, and I will see you on the next one. Oh, excuse me. Oh, shit.